rest of me arrives all the same.
But now, and as this room fill up, be sure to smash upon the like button. The name is Law Nation. Without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, let's get it. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Cowboys, Tyron Smith, time to retire. Defensive back needed, plus more on this draft. Come on with it. Jalen Ramsey? Yup. Come on. They really say ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? Come on with it. Stand tall. Or not at all, baby. Come on. For glory. And glory, glory. All right.
What more do you want from me?
5, 4, 3, don't you say?
There's 1,000 you. I said close the doors.
Come on, Duncan.
Close the doors.
Close the doors.
Close the doors.
Yeah, 5, 4,
Y'all gonna lead together.
3,
Y'all ain't going
2, and
There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching you, it's 1,000.
1. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Come on. Come on. To the window, to the wall, to the sweat drop down. Oh, my bad. Wrong party. My bad, y'all. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Come on with it. All right. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. I'm seeing you guys saying, no, Jalen Ramsey. No, Jalen's. I see y'all. So what y'all saying? Yes, Andrew both. Give me the both. Give me Andrew both. Give me Andrew both. Andrew both. What y'all want? Come on, baby. Yeah. Hey, which one you rather have? This or that? You know, shoot, give me Jalen Ramsey. Shoot. Hey, y'all better be. Shoot. Give me Jalen. Give me the Jalens, you know, and all of the sweet stuff that he probably bring to the table. Shoot. Give me that, you know, because I don't want to see Andre, Andrew, AB. Look, any AB that was here on this team, Anthony Brown, get that thing off the way, you know. Boof. Yeah, man, come on with it. Give me that, you know, shoot. Give me that versus this, you know. But before we go into this particular conversation, I just like to make fun of Jalen so bad. Let me get
Ain't the game over with. You still mad because I was locking you up? All right. We'll sleep on that. I ain't trying to hear that after the game.
So you vowed that you wouldn't get in your head. Do you think you managed to get in his head, do you think?
What you think? You tell me.
You tell me.
Me. Anytime I lined up on him. Yeah, y'all go watch that. Y'all tell me who got in who head. He came up to me after the game. You feel me? Y'all tell me who got in who head. You an old man acting like that.
Hey, shit.
swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Jeez. Yo, come on with Sassy Ramsey. Oh yes, we can afford that. Brandon, we definitely got enough coins, Let me double check. Hold on. Over the cap salary, let's see, we go down. We got $37 million, man. Shoot. You can sign him to a 2-year contract. Make sure most of the guarantees is on the front end of that contract. Yeah. I do a 2-year deal. Yeah. Spicy, zesty, what all? Sassy? Put them all in the chat. Ramsey, That was wow, man. Oh, and no shade upon the sassy community, but I'm just saying, we probably need some of that zest. You're not fully clean until you zest fully clean, or Mando. Come on with it. All I can think of, we got a big hole. Yeah. Outside of play, the type of dog mentality you need in the football locker room. Woo, yeah. Shoot. I just don't, and I'm greedy. I'm so dang gone greedy. If I was running this team, I would, my first order of operation, Jerry, I would go pick up the phone and pick up the phone.
What's your point?
Hear me out, Jerry.
What's your point?
Hold on, Jerry. Give me time to talk. I'm from Mississippi.
What's your point?
Jerry. I would pick up the phone and call Asante Samuel, the junior. I'll bring him in. Let me know if y'all rocking with Law Nation Sports Plan. I will also pick up the phone and call David Mulageta and said, hey, you want your boy here, right? Micah Parsons? Well, let's work out this deal. Because if we sign Micah Parsons, it's going to increase the pot about $10 to $15 million. So I don't know about y'all, but what's 37 plus 15? Can y'all put that number down? That's going to extend the money that we have. And then I'll say 2 for 1 since I got you in the building. I need for you to give this guy a call. And his name is Jalen. I need to speak to him. I want him here. Yeah, I want him here because I know for sure that even though Trayvon Diggs, my dog, I don't have to rush him now. I'm trying to win. I ain't trying to lose. So I'm trying to win. So I'm calling this and I'm making these deals done. Nah. Yeah. 50. Somebody says 52, 47. Now, which one is it? Is it 52 or 47? What's 37 plus 15? Yeah. Help me out. $52 million available to spend. It's crazy how that works. You can't manage this team with $52 million minus whatever you'll pay for Jalen Ramsey. That would be my order of operation. Think about this. On one end, I have Bland. I can put Asante Samuel in this particular defense inside the slot, even though he can play on the outside. And I can have Ramsey on the other side. At least out of respect. They're not going to continue to target Ramsey. And if they continue to target Bland and he get his hands on it, it's going to be a pick six the other way. And then we can tell Josh Butler, hey, we know you're going through your recovery. We don't want to rush you, Yeah, that's would be my plan right there. And guess what? In the 3rd round, I can still draft my DB. Yeah, I can still draft my DB in the 3rd round. If Trey Amos is still there in the 2nd, depending on how the board fall, I can still have Amos here. Right? So I'm just looking at it from those particular aspects of it. Hey, Law, what you gonna do with Carson's? Carson's, man, we gonna have you hitting the bench over there, man. You gonna watch observation analysis. You know, you gonna be watching some stuff. You know, yeah. And then we sprinkle in. And Izzy, he will have to fight. Yeah, it'd be a good insurance plan. Yeah. Instead of shooting it down, that's what I would do. And then you got somebody that's with a little suave to his game, a little sassiness, a little zesty, a little spicy, all of that stuff. Oh my God, that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for Oxnard. Because if you have Jalen Ramsey, Bland, and Asante Samuel, you'll know for sure who you got out of Jalen Tolbert and Brooks and Mingo and all of those Ryan Flournoy. Because hell, just surviving Oxnard, they're gonna be better. I'm there, Oxnard, with Skittles and everything.
Hallelujah, $10. Hey Law, Ice Cold Cowboy called him DB Diddy rolling on the floor laughing that's crazy work DC4 LLN4L.
What's your point?
DB Diddy shit.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
Yeah, oh yeah, scrambling and scraping for that INT. Shoot, we will have lamb in the jam over there. Yeah, it's going to be some, I want them to pick off Dak Prescott every time. Yeah, he get them all out the way in Oxnard. He don't have to worry about it in the postseason. Oops. They keep picking Dak off, man. Dak getting it out of his system. He throwing these INTs. Hey, let's see what Joe Milton do. He drops back. He throws an INT. Come on, man. They're scrambling and scraping, you know.
Y'all killing me with this.
Jeez. Yeah, that's crazy. Ain't that right, Tony Tone? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, indeed. Law lost all of his sponsors. Yes, indeed. All of the San Francisco people. Oops. I mean, all of the bang, bang. Oops. Everybody from the communities of the color is going to be coming after me. But, you know, that sounds a bit hard to listen to. Laughing out loud. This is from Raheem. Yeah, he was scrambling and scraping. But with all jokes aside, this is just satire, Law, so we respect everybody over here, and if you in your feelings, charge it to my beard, not my heart. We just shooting jokes over here. But before we go further into this conversational pool, I just want to you got it, says play that clip again. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that this was the first player to come to mind with the first 10-year contract, the first Pat Mahomes type of deal, the deal that we would like also now that Parsons is available to work his contract, is this type of deal, and that is the great legendary Tyron Smith is set to sign a 1-year contract and retire as one of the organization's all-time greats. He's a 5-time All-Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler. Smith played in 13 stellar seasons in Dallas before his final season with the Jets. And we can't have my guy Tyron Smith retiring with that filthy green on, right? Even though it's on the Jets side. So it's good that he will be here in the Cowboys silver and blue for one day, you know. And we finna sell the hell out of them jerseys. I don't think that there will be another 77 for a good minute here at the Star. You know, I don't know. Maybe it will be, but I don't know. I don't think there will be another one. A one-day contract. Wasted. Almost legendary. Yeah. Wasted a Hall of Fame career with the Cowboys. Not to speak on the dim light side of Tyron Smith, but I think that the Cowboys found out the best way to work his contract, and that was with the incentive heavy laden contract. I came on to this show, pause if necessary, and said that, hey, that's the best contract when he had read up his contract and he said that, okay, we had this incentive-based contract. You play to pay or pay to play. That was everything, ladies and gentlemen. And I really like that portions of his contract when we get back to all of those things. But speaking of Micah Parsons and what kind of caliber of contract that he may get, y'all know how I feel about Colin Cowherd, right? I'm really not a fan of his, but I'm a super fan of Jordan Schultz, man. Me and him, man, we go way back, and he's a good insider. He's a good plug to the community and beyond. I mean, he spills it the moment he sees it, and I'm always eager to look into my inbox to see what he's going to talk about, right? Because he's always giving out some good information. Walker Wade, yeah, he's a Hall of Fame, hard to replace that. Yeah. You ain't lying. I appreciate you dropping them stars over there.
Colin, the Cowboys start their offseason work today, and edge Micah Parsons still hasn't been extended. Dak Prescott was asked about Micah's contract and joked with the media saying that he doesn't have the full answer why Cowboys negotiations take so long, adding that all of his contracts would have been done a lot sooner if he did. Now, Colin, I thought Jerry had a very telling quote at the recent owners meetings. He said, quote, "I don't know why, I just can't deal with a player." Also, basically said he doesn't know who David Mulugeta is, Parsons' agent. This is why, Colin, the Cowboys have not been relevant since the 1990s. This is not Emmitt Smith. You don't talk and deal with the player like you did 3 decades ago. Right.
Let me stop it right here. And I'm going to get at what he's getting at. When you move a certain way, it becomes your identity. It becomes what you do, right? There, in my living room, there's a certain side of the couch that when I'm getting into that living room, it's my couch. Whether it's guests over, whether it's just me, the kids, the little one, they know that's lost side right there. It's just stuck in the way. There's other parts of the couch, but man, it's my couch. That's where I sit at. That's my part. You can have everything else that the light touches, but that spot belongs to me, and that is where we are at with Jerry Jones. He liked to move a certain way. He liked to operate a certain way, and he loves the ideal that with some players, and star-studded players there are, I want to get you one-on-one encounter, right? No diddy. I want to be able to talk to you about this contract on the front end. I have the best interest in you, right? Not that agent. The agent trying to get that 4 or 5%. Let's cut him up out of here, and you can deal with me. Yeah, you can deal with me. You don't have to deal with no agent. You don't have to deal with this and that. I got you, and I will protect you for the rest of my life. You just got to trust me. Now, that's a dangerous game because even with that, he's a con artist. He's a billionaire, right? And he's going to make sure that at the end of the day, he can close the door from behind him. Right? And there's no open doors once he got his teeth synced into you, right? I don't know, the Bohemian Grove type of thing. But if you trust Jerry and you hold him to his feet to his fire, he will forever protect you. If you think I'm lying, Leon Lett got a job forever here. You know, Charles Haley still stumbling and moving around in Dallas. Big Nate Newton, I ain't going to talk about how much kilos or pounds he had in that trunk. We ain't talking about that, right? Michael Irvin, you know, shout out to my guy, you know, he's still around here.
Let me crack your cranium and
Fertilize your brain.
Yes, indeed. Irvin is still here. So you got all of those things, and I'm not going to talk about a player that got stabbed in the neck with a pair of scissors. You can look that up for yourself. The common man or the lady like Angie, Roger, Darian, Ice Cold Cowboy, Louis. Yeah. You would just now be getting out of jail by now, if that happened to you in 96 and 1997, right? Yeah, you be just not getting out of jail. Yeah, Sadiq, appreciate you. We'll just be getting out of jail. If not, y'all still be locked up. And they ain't letting you out for stabbing somebody in the neck. That's attempted murder, right? So what I'm getting at, as long as you cool with the Joneses, you can tiptoe around those rough edges just a little bit. But Jerry want you exclusively, right? He don't want you to be tiptoeing around and getting other deals and things like that. He don't want that. So that's where we are at with this, And if it's anybody that can really, let me see if I can pull this up, because Clarence had a good post about this, and I had it on my last show. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I want to pull this up real swiftly about what he said in that moment. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I got it right here.
He didn't show up today. I don't want y'all to be mad at him. If he shows up now and walks away when it's time to do drills, he doesn't have a contract, don't be a casual. It's business. That he's doing the right thing.
Yeah, I think everything Micah Parsons.
Let me see if I can find it. I'm finding it right here. Hold on. I'm going to find that other clip.
Right thing. This is another example that he's told us in December he's going to show up. I know he wants to try to do the right thing. This is another example that he's told us in December he's going to show up. I know, and he's talked to Jerry. He wants a new deal. He wants all this stuff. He's trying to do the right thing.
And Chad, you are right. He does have a contract. He does have.
Stop it.
He has a contract. He still has.
I need people to stop that because Jerry was on that mess. I don't care about contracts. They can have a contract they can hold out. You cut people. Michael Gallup had a damn contract. Did it matter?
The point is.
What's your point?
You got to leverage the trust, and it's a hard thing to do, baby. It's hard to leverage the trust. Gallup probably be rich for life, right? $50 million contract, they cut him. He still got probably $50 million. He probably could knock on Jerry's door now and said, "Hey, what's up, Jerry?" But he cut him. We ate the money. Contracts don't matter. Never did. That's for man. I feel you. Nah, Frenkel would protect me, yet Toxic Tom is 1,000% right. I'm telling y'all right now, always get you a lawyer, get you an attorney, get someone that will protect you, because there's languages within the confines of the contract that will sully and denigrate and get you up out of there, right? And as much as trusting will be, you have to fight for your money. Let me get my coffee right. You got to fight for your money. And with that being said, you got to fight for your space. You got to fight for your time. You got to fight for everything possible within the confines of that. If not, they will take advantage of you. They will. This world will chew you up and spit you out. And here today, gone tomorrow. Hero 1 week, zero next week. Y'all know how this goes. Yeah, you think Aikman trusts Jerry? To an extent. But Aikman will go off on Jerry. Yeah. He will. And that's the 1,000% truth, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy, but it's true.
No. Okay, there are a lot of people with contracts. It don't freaking matter. He tried to throw Zach Martin under the bus. You know, talking about Zach Martin had a contract. He still helped me out for more money.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
but you
got
guys
more money. You got it too. You got it.
Right.
Because you always
But
lose.
you will cut people with a contract.
Sure.
So stop. I need you fans to stop siding with billionaires and siding with ownership over millionaires, over players, because NFL is a dirty game.
It's a dirty game. It is. And you got to face it one way or another. You know, I used to play this game with my nephew when he was young. You would spin around, close your eyes, put blindfolds on, spin around, and fall back, and Uncle Law would catch you, right? And spin around, and he would do it. But now he's 6'3", 215. You know, 214, 215-ish. He like, hell nah. You know, I ain't finna spin around blindfold and fall. I catch you, I got you. You know, he ain't finna do that game. No way. But when he was young, he would spin around and fall backwards. I catch you every time. He would have some good time with that. But now people, as you get older in life and you realize, man, I ain't finna put that much trust in man. No way. Shoot, I can put it in God, G-O-D. But, man, these contracts are ways of – it's a dirty game. It's right, Gina? It's a dirty game. And some of y'all fall right into the traps, man. You know, you get pulled over for a simple speeding ticket, and all of a sudden they say, hey, we would like for her to bring you in. And you like, wait a minute, it's just a speeding ticket. Write me my ticket, I can go. Some of y'all trust the officers so much. Hey, it seems like you've been speeding. We smell a little alcohol on your breath. Where are you coming from? Oh, I'm coming from work. I haven't been drinking. Well, can we search your vehicle? The answer to that is no. But some of y'all are like, yeah, you can search it. And the whole time the officer, he's searching your vehicle. He got the, not all officers. Let me see if I got my, yeah. Where my, here it is. I got to give me a prop. He's searching your vehicle. And then he just dropped that in there. You don't even see him dropping it, you know. And he asks you, hey, what's this? You're like, what? I don't know what that is. Oh, yeah. What this is right here. Oh, yeah. That was in the back seat of your car. Looks like this. Cocaine? Fentanyl? Oh, yeah. Hey, officer, that's not mine. Yeah, say that we're going to bring you downtown, you know. And that's all coming off of you trusting the wrong person.
Yeah. Done since the beginning of last year when we started talking about potential contract negotiations has been an executed plan and a strategy, because I think when you reported, hey, you know, they have a handshake agreement between Micah and Jerry Jones, I texted someone and I'm just like, am I being naive or is this weird? And they're just like, hey, that's just Jerry being Jerry doing Jerry things. And I think what Micah Parsons has done since the beginning of the potential contract negotiations is flipped the story on its head and said, I'm not going to play your game, Jerry. I'm going to make my own narratives. Remember last year when he kind of said, like, hey, I'm going to put the ball in their court. I want to sign. I don't have to have the biggest money. I want to sign early. I want to be here. Everything that has been communicated from Micah Parsons' camp has been, hey, I want to get a deal done. I want to be here. I'm not going to combat with you through social media or through reporters or press conferences. I want to be here. It's on you to get it done. So if we're not getting it done, I'm not the bad guy in this. And I think Micah Parsons continues to take that path in these contract negotiations.
All right, so Micah Parsons, with all of that, is not going to continue to take that path of what most people think that he should. Now, granted, this is the good old page from Dak Prescott book of saying, okay, I'm going to let my agent do the negotiation now. I'm going to report to practice. I'm going to make sure that I'm on time. You can't call me late. You can't call me selfish. I'm there. I'm the first one there. Give me the worms. Give me the gummy worms too, you know. Yeah. Don't put no CBD in mine. No THC gummy worms. But yeah, give me the worms. Yeah. Nobody want that body high right now. But yeah, so he ate the worm and went to practice on time. So you can't have no loose ends with my guy, Micah Parsons. So now, is he considered a leader, you know, with all of this? Is he considered a person that you can trust? Is he considered these type of things that you have to look back on? And I would tell y'all, I think that the Cowboys really need to figure things out. This was reported from John Machota. Give me 1 second here while I pull this up. And this is on Micah Parsons, by the way. It states here, Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones, when asked about Micah Parsons' contract negotiations, we're going to spend to the cap year in and year out. Over the course of time, meaning they're going to spend all the way up to the cap, and I'll believe it when I see it. We're going to spend our money to try to get as many good players as we can. That's the art of the deal. So you going to go get Jalen Ramsey? You going to go get Asante Samuel Jr.? You know, what we going to do? Because we got $37 million. You saying you're going to spend up to the cap. Meaning that you ain't going to leave no room left. If I'm reading that right with my hooked on funny guys, right? Trying to squeeze and read that, right? Cowboys Executive Vice President says on continue to restructure Dak Prescott. Obviously, we have a lot of confidence in Dak, right? And the injury was unfortunate. Yeah, we get that. We feel like he's going to be healthy and a productive quarterback, etc. That's Stephen Jones on Dak Prescott. You don't move money around to just be moving it, right? Cowboys Executive Vice President also states on 105.3 The Fan. On next week, NFL Draft, I don't necessarily see us moving up based on the way the board is coming together. That's good news and bad news. But Stephen Jones, hush your mother mouth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't cuss, didn't I? I kept it out. You know, you don't have to tell the world, you don't have to broadcast to the world what your intentions are. You don't have to tell nobody nothing. Unless you're lying, right? You know? Shut your mother mouth, you know? You don't have to tell nobody nothing. Who knows? We may move up in front of the 49ers. That might sweat them a little bit. Don't you know how strategy work? Or the 49ers saying, oh, we got to make sure we draft this guy because if not, he's going to move up in front of us. So let us move up, right? I would do it that way, you know? Shoot. We don't have to tell nobody no secrets. Hit them with the element of surprise, Stephen. Shout out to you, Sadiq. Mama Charles, look at appreciate her so much. Oh, I got my mailman outside. Yeah, that means nothing. Yeah. We want the Cowboys to be discreet to a way. Dazzle them with brilliancy, baffle them with bull sugar, right? And you can put the other word in there if mama and them's not watching, you know. But I will tell y'all that the Cowboys better figure this out. And if not, we'll be circling the wagon and it'll be smelling bad. And you know when things smell bad, you know what you need to do? You already know what I'm going to do. First, you got to wash yourself and make sure that everything is clean. And then when everything is clean, then you do this. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go and let's stay in control of your odor. I love it.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
No doubt. Let's go, Mando. you know. And speaking of Mando, we need a guy named Mingo to show up in this particular 2025 season. Speaking of that, Cowboy Nation, how do y'all feel about our wide receiver core right now? You know, how do y'all feel about them? Because that's the next angle of all of this is, do you go with a Tet? Are you feeling Tet to a degree? Because this is what I talked about earlier on the show the other day.
If I'm the Cowboys, I am thrilled because we got no receiver has been taken in the draft thus far in the our war room. So I'm going to put 2 on the board for you. T-Mac is back, and I'm going to throw in Matthew Golden out of Texas. Who you going to take?
I don't like you, Mina.
It's a great choice, though. Aren't you happy if you're the Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm happy if I'm the Cowboys. There's no question about it. What the Cowboys will very likely do in that scenario, if it's down to those 2 picks, is take Tedero and McMillan.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, so do y'all get the concept of why you take a Tedero McMillan? The reason why you would take him is because he can play the X. Golden cannot live out there on the X by himself, right? I think that he's more of a Z type of receiver on this next level. Now, can he play on the outside from time to time? Yeah, you know, so can CeeDee Lamb. Can he give you speed? Is he a little bit faster than what we seen out of Brandon Cooks? You know, I can give you that answer. Yes, you know. But what I'm looking for is a bigger, taller target that can accept the ball when it gets into the air. 6'5", so tall that he can give Peter and Paul and Moses a handshake that's up in heaven. So that's what I'm looking for. Granted, short area quickness, route running, and capabilities with Golden is good. You know, I like that. I like all of them. But at the end of the day, my guy says, I feel like Golden can play on the X. He can't live on the X. He can't live. He can play the X. Put it like this. Lamb can play the X, but I don't want Lamb at the X all the time. Lamb still have issues to me getting off of his releases. How many years Lamb been in the league, right? He's been in the league for a minute. And as a pure route runner and pure wide receiver, Lamb is a many lambs ahead of Golden. He is. But I get it, you know. Golden here, Ibuka here, Higgins here, Tet here, Harris here, Trey Harris. I think that any of those wide receivers are good problems for us to have, by the way. Any of them. Any of those guys are good problems to have. Matthew equals Antonio Brown. Which end of it? Prime Antonio Brown or the latter end? You know, I need to know from you, you know. 'Cause I don't see the aggressiveness like. Now you give me Luther Burden, yards after catch. He's like a little bowling ball with it, you know. He give me more of that Brown, you know, where he'll foot a mother sucker. He'll foot somebody to catch that ball. You know, good Lord. I like Burden to a degree. Yeah, I see that Burden, that Luther. Shoo. Lamb is wonderful. Just want more from the position. Yeah, and I think that's how we can get it, right? But if you make Mingo your true X receiver, because I can see Mingo playing more of the Y, if you do that, if you make Mingo your X, right, and then you still move things around, then I can live with that. I can live with that. Dak don't throw good 59-50 balls anyway. It's from Stelos. I don't think that we had – I can say that we never had that particular opportunity outside of Michael Gallup. And Gallup was a very inconsistent, to a degree, at the top of the route guy. Now, you can fool around, catch balls here and there. But if you really look at 50-50 balls, who we've been throwing it to, right? Who Dak been throwing it to? From a 50-50 exchange. We haven't had that receiver. if we really look into the archives of it, right? If we really look at it, Mari Cooper wasn't a jump ball guy, right? When he was here. Give me Emeka Ibuka. Yeah, you know. I feel you. I'm trying to figure out who's a good 50-50 guy that we had. Drop and give me 50. Y'all help me out. Dez? We really can't count that. You know, that was Dak rookie year. We really can't count Dez as the 50-50 guy. And then that was tail end of Dez's career in 2017. It took Dak to tell Dez, look, this is what coach is saying. We're going to act like we're doing this way, but we're going to give the ball that way. You know what I'm saying? Bryce Butler. Ooh, shout out to Bryce Butler and them, right? So we didn't really have that. We didn't have prime Dez when he was here. We didn't have 2014 Dez, you know. We didn't have him here, you know. And I get it. Most people say, well, that was Romo in them. You know, Romo made Dez's career. Yeah. We could say that. Let me see what Dez did. I need to look at his stat lines for 20. Y'all bear with me. I'm looking at his stat lines for... I don't know if I can do it this way. Go to Cowboys. Season stats. Go to them. Come on now. Let me go to another site. Y'all bear with me. Just sometimes that site act crazy when the player no longer playing in the NFL. Dez Bryant stats. Let me see. Pull up his stats right quick. Yeah. Bear with me. I'm building the plane as we fly. Ladies and gentlemen, love y'all to the stars and back. Appreciate y'all. I want to see what he did in 2016. Come on with it. And come on. Stats. Y'all bear with me. Come on. 2016, he had 796 yards. And he had 8 touchdowns. 56, the longest. 1 fumble, 1 loss. The previous year, he was hurt. He had 401 yards. And then with Baltimore, he had 47 yards. But when I look at everything, he had 3 good seasons. And, of course, he was hurt in 11. He got somehow hurt his first rookie year or what have you. He gave you 3 good seasons, 12, 13, and 14, with over 1,000 yards. Right? So he ended his career how he started his career, basically with mediocre numbers when you start looking at the number sheet. And I'm not beating up my guy Dez. And somebody was arguing with me that, him and Reggie Wayne is the same thing. But that's a whole nother conversation. Because the whole ideology of Dez, I'm not going to equate Dez as... And if those who really watch football, Dez wasn't really, even though he can jump ball, he wasn't really that jump ball dude. Dez was more of, I'm going to run a bang gate, I'm going to out-physical you, and then you throw me that fade ball when it's just one-on-ones, because you still had to worry about... The reason why 2014 was the way it was is because teams had to pay close attention to the run game. The run game. The most explosive player on the team in 2014 wasn't Dez, and it wasn't Tony Romo. It was DeMarco Murray. And if y'all want to fight me on that, who won Offensive Player of the Year that year? I'm waiting. I want to know who. Y'all let me know in 2014 who won Offensive Player of the Year. I'm going to sip on my coffee. Who won Offensive Player of the Year? Good stuff right here, boy. Yeah, sure. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got a good answer. Yeah. I got somebody with the answers in the test. On the test. Come on with it.
I ain't mad at you.
Ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
Come on, baby. We were once two brothers of the same kind. Quick to holler at that boy said hoochie with the same line. DeMarco Murray was special for that 1 year. Nah, let me tell y'all what was really special. Some common sense done hit the coach in the head. If anybody watched the tail end of 2013, it's like the light bulbs clicked on and say, run the damn ball, shoot. Run the ball, Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett was learning on the fly. Jason Garrett, and I'm not beating him up, but he was still learning how to coach. In 2013, 14, we had to go through some growing pains. Yeah. PDX says hoochie. That is a funny word. That is a funny word. Can you imagine calling a girl a hoochie? He ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. That's crazy. That's a crazy nickname. That's a crazy name, whatever you want to call it. But, neither here nor there. I don't want to waste too many times on that. But I love this heated debate on ESPN, and we'll be flipping back and forth before we get things moving a little bit further into this conversation. Yeah. Hold on. Let me put some cover over it. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's get it.
Welcome back to First Draft. We are having a spirited conversation as we dissect round one of Mel Kiper's final mock draft of this cycle. And where we left off was Omarion Hampton, the running back out of North Carolina, going 12 to the Dallas Cowboys. This is a team that obviously has a lot of needs, Mel, and running back is one of them. But there will be some who will say that a team that has a lot of needs, addressing one with running back this early is a mistake. We all know about your philosophy about running backs in round one. Take us through the thinking on Omarion Hampton at 12.
Let me know if the audio is straight. No Ramsey audio. Oops. Lord. No San Fran audio, baby. Come on with it.
Well, a lot of people think Cowboys aren't that far away, and of course they have had a running back in their past when they had Ezekiel Elliott and also Emmitt Smith. Now, I've brought up the Cowboys as a possibility. Wide receivers a need too. With Matthew Golden over Tedero McMillan. Matthew Golden is a red-hot guy. When you run 4.29, you have a heck of a year like he did. He became the go-to guy at Texas, right? After 2 very good years. There's Omarion Hampton. Omarion Hampton is a complete back. Make no mistake about it. He's a hell of a football player. Now, Ashton Jeanty. Well, if Ashton Jeanty gets past the Raiders, does he go to Chicago at 10? Very easily could.
Right.
Ben Johnson wants that kind of back. Had him with Gibbs in Detroit. Why not? Chicago, take Jeanty. Hampton,
right.
Why not? If you're the Dallas Cowboys and you got Dak Prescott and you got a running back like this who's complete, and they don't have anybody like this on their roster last time I checked, why not? Now, if they passed on him for Matthew Golden, I get it. Golden, CeeDee Lamb, Golden's outstanding, right? Then there's Denver sitting there at 20. Don't you think Sean Payton would love to see Omarion Hampton get past Dallas to go down to Bo Nix and Denver Broncos and help out the young quarterback? They don't have a running back anywhere close to Omarion Hampton. Yeah. So this notion that I was battling a few weeks ago with even young Fielding about Omarion Hampton and how far he'll go, he's got to go in the first round. He's a top 10 to 15 best player in this draft. He's a running back. You know my philosophy, but the bottom line is Dallas, Denver would be 2 great landing spots, and for Jeanty, either.
As they go through this discussion piece on running back, wide receiver, Golden Tate versus Tedero, Jeanty, who will bring plenty in over Omarion. That's how he said. I say Omarion. He said Omarion, right? You know. I think that a lot of people don't know the value of a running back or a system of what a running back can be. Because what most people tend to do is look at other teams and project and say, well, they were able to find a running back in the latter rounds or the later rounds. You can do that when you have a system, principles, philosophy, offensive line units, right? Wide receivers that's willing to block down the field. You can do all of that of getting a late round running back. But don't overanalyze it, ladies and gentlemen. If you had the 12th pick right now, and let's use Jahmyr Gibbs. If Jahmyr Gibbs is there, would you pass up on Jahmyr Gibbs right now and say, oh man, he don't block well? Oh, he wasn't a full-time back out of the system that he was running in. You're going to have to need so many holes. Would you pass up on Jahmyr Gibbs? And I'm not saying that these guys are a Jahmyr Gibbs. Just from the ideology that he's a running back.
The Raiders or Chicago would be great landing spots for him, who I have ahead of Hampton. I have Genty at 4, Hampton around 10 on the board. Yeah. Okay? So Amarian Hampton for me, I know you're going to yell and scream about it. He's deserving of going this high to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I just don't see it. So let me start with the baseline here. So
what don't you like about him, Phil?
I'll tell you what it's not about what I don't like. It's about a couple of things here. So I've got him at 26th overall on the big board. That's a pretty darn good grade for a running back. That's still in the top 32 prospects. It's a first-round grade, and last year we didn't have a running back taken until outside the top 50. So a top 32 running back grade is notable here. I think Amarian Hampton is very powerful. He's got very good speed. He's got ability in the passing game as well. Over the past 2 seasons, he has been a busy pass catcher. He did it, as Mel had talked about, with Drake May as his quarterback, and also without Drake May as his quarterback when the center of attention was on there. I just don't see nearly the same caliber that we see from Ashton Genty in terms of explosive runs, running through contact, breaking tackles, making defenders miss in tight spaces. I see a lot of really good from Amarian Hampton. I just think if you're going to take a player in the top 12 at running back, you got to have a lot of really special. And I just don't fundamentally see a lot of really special from Amarian Hampton, and when I think there is a chance that you could get a much closer facsimile to Hampton a round or 2 or 3 later than you could a closer facsimile to Ashton Genty a round or 2 or 3 later, that is why the gap for me ends up being 22
Let me ask you this,
spots.
Field.
Okay?
Let me ask you this. If you're the Denver Broncos.
Jason Barnes, $20. Bro, if we can't get Genty, I want them to take Hampton, the next best RB in the entire draft, and let's run the ball 20 plus times a game and then play action all day to Lamb and Ferg and whoever at WR.
I see the rationale there. Just get the next best thing, right? Just get the next best thing. Just go get the next best thing, and that will solidify a lot of things. Here's my thoughts on it all. Perceived value is always at its highest height. Let me say this again. Perception and perceived value is always at its highest height. Now, I always love when someone asks me, Mark Robertson says, just go get a weapon at 12, right? We need that weapon. And someone asked me, I forgot his name, okay, I'm looking for it. You asked, what will be the value of the 12th round, or the 12th, not 12th round, but the 12th pick overall? What would be the value of that? And I'm going to talk about the perceived value, right? Versus the real value. Versus what we look at value at, you know. Hold on right quick. Let me log in, man. Log in, Law. Sign in. Yeah, sign in with all of those commercials. All right, so they already got it earmarked. It will be $3.6 million for your 12th pick. When you slide back, you may lose a little money, you know, save a little money. But I'm telling y'all, if the Cowboys are worried about how much the 12th overall pick is going to cost us, then we ain't going to win ever until these owners are in the ground pushing up daisies. If they're worrying about $3.6 million and they say, you know what, I'm not going to draft someone because it's going to be too much cash, then we ain't going to win anyway. You know, we would never win. That's a Chinese man that's out there exposing everything to the truth. You see that handbag you like that says Louis Vuitton, Prada, Versace. You can't even spell Versace. F-O-Sachi, right? All of it come from China anyway. It's all made in China for $2. And we ship it over to Italy and they stamp it and then we send it to the United States of America and somebody say, I will pay $800 for this. I will pay 2 bands for this. The perceived value, the perception is what we all have a taste for. You slap your name on it and you mark it up for 700%. Versace, F-O-Sachi, you know, all of it made from the same plant, you know. Look, the craziest thing of it all, you got folks over here killing folks over merchandise or Prada or Versace, and you got people talking about that's a knockoff, and the whole time all of it is knocked off, you know. All of it been ran through. All of this stuff that people been fighting over, material stuff, come from the same plant. Perception. But let me get on to these Eagles right quick, Dad. And the Giants into Washington. We still hold a true value here with 5 rings. And it's a long way to go to catch up with us. But just because you got your 2 knocked off trophies don't mean that they are better than our 5. But the perception and the perceived value, because it's newer, right? Or younger, you will think that it's more than what we have. We still got 5, y'all. Put 5 in the chat if you rocking with the nation, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, because they have a pressing need at running back, and they have done nothing this offseason to address it. And if you want to get cute and go from 20 to 24, well, the Chargers sit there at 22. Yeah, they signed Najee Harris, but who's to say they wouldn't take a short and long-term look at that running back spot and say, we have Najee for this year, but we can get Hampton for 4 years at probably the same amount that we're paying Najee for 1 season and feel really good about our present and our future. And for the Cowboys specifically, this team got over 1,000 yards from Rico Dowdle last year, and the guy wasn't even their starter for the entirety of the season. This team has desperate needs.
The Rico running 1,000 yards. Is that real value? Is that knockoff yards? Or can we get some real yards? I'm talking about getting 1,000 yards when you have a safety not on the roof, and you have that safety forced to come down inside the box, and you got the other safety got to have responsible on the fourth side to make sure. Now, if you're getting 1,000 off of that, then that's real value there. But the knockoff part of it would be, I'm getting 1,000 yards when they dropping 6 and 7, right? And you barely getting to 1,000. I want to tell y'all so bad. Oh, and I want to tell y'all. I had to pull it up on this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Teams stop giving a, I'm gonna cuss one time. Teams stop giving a damn about the Cowboys rushing attack in 2018. That's when they stopped. They like, oh, okay, I get it. The person that we need to stop is 4. If we shut down 4, we win the game. We stop the quarterback, we win the game. They don't give a dog about stopping the run here in Dallas. Look at how defense has been playing us since 2018. Let me know. I'm saying damn because, you know, my mama don't let me say damn when I was growing up. You better say dang it. Dang it. Let me know where I'm wrong. I'm waiting. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm waiting. Appreciate you for the super chat again, my guy. For that super chat, that was a real good one though. That's JB, Jason Bourne. I'm trying to let me see when I'm wrong, you know. Okay, I don't see nobody saying that I was wrong.
Wide receiver. I think they need more pass rush. I wouldn't be afraid of an offensive lineman if Armand Membu was there. I would consider a corner like Will Johnson at number 12 overall. I just believe the Cowboys, to me, would be whiffing on a grand opportunity to address a much more important need at number 12 unless Ashton Jenkins is there.
Phil, I'll just finish this. I'm not going to sit here and yell and say, I agree. I'm not running back guy. For my philosophy, no. So I could see why Dallas would take a Matthew Golden, or they have other need areas. But I'm just saying for Denver specifically,
that's fine.
Denver's a team that I think you say would be a great pick for Denver, but a questionable pick because they have other needs. So when you talk about Hampton for Denver with Sean Payton, to me, that's a no-brainer. And that's one that falls in your lap if he does. Heck of a pick at that point. You mentioned Membo. Membo's got to go before 7, I believe, right?
I think
he's got to be gone.
Yeah, he'll be
and
gone.
As far as the pass rushers go, Field, there's some that are a little iffy. I think the pass rushers in the first round are a little kind of roll of the dice. I think you at least know what you're getting with these backs, where the pass rushers we're talking about, whether it's Shamar Stewart, whether it's Michael Williams, whoever it may be in that area, is a little bit suspect for that part of the draft in terms of we don't know exactly what you're getting. Like I said, you may get a great player, you may get a bust. We don't know what you're going to get, specifically with Shamar Stewart, the defensive end from Texas A&M.
I love the fight between these two. And he said everything that you need to hear. He said the pass rushers are a little sus. But he didn't say it in that type of tone. He said suspect, you know what I'm saying? But he should have just said sus. They're a little sus with their approach. Like outside, I like Michael Williams. I like James Pierce to a degree. I've got Abdul Carter as your best edge rusher in this particular lineup. But even him, he should be gone. Ain't no way he falls to 12th Unless, you know, they found a little substance in his bag or something like that. Who else we can name from a defensive? Walter Nolan. That's a sneaky one. That's an interior threat. But I don't think that any of these people would fall into those categories. Yeah, you know. Damn ain't a cuss word. I feel you, Ben, you know, just depending on, you know, what side of the country you're on, right? Mason Graham, you know, I don't know, you know. Yeah. Well, y'all going back and forth over if it's damn a cuss word. Look, you can't have your kids saying, ain't no damn way to your teachers, you know what I'm saying, in the kindergarten, right? Or in middle school and elementary school, elementary. You can't have them saying damn, you know. It's a cuss word. Yeah. Tyron better play trip aces. Nah, he gonna be playing on the sideline. Jalen Walker, Jaheed Campbell, those are the other two guys. And I got now Jaheed Campbell, Jihad Campbell, I'm saying Jihad Campbell. Jihad Campbell, to me, is a better all-around linebacker than Jalen Walker, in my opinion. I will show y'all tape. But the way me and college football people, they don't like me. So they keep flagging my videos. Jeez. Let's go. Andre says law was a cuss word in my house. Parents from Arkansas. Yeah. If you're more of the South, you can't say those things. Yeah. Like some people household, they can tell their mom and them, I'm finna go take a piss right quick. That's a cuss word in Mississippi. But I've learned that when I talk to more and more people, piss is just an average word, you know? So, shoot. Okay, Angie said, law damn is a soft cuss word, right? Yeah, Law talk about Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, we talked about him. I think that Jalen Ramsey will be the only DB that I can look at. If he hit the open market, you probably will not be able to fight other teams of sending him money. So that's why you can trade for him. Say, okay, I'll throw you a third and a possible seventh if we got a third and a seventh. Or you can literally say, all right, yeah, bull sugar, yeah. Anthony said you can't say any soft cuss words in the South, you know. That's a TV approved cuss word. Fibbing. Nah, oh my God, what's this law? Nah, piss, you got slapped in Texas. Yeah. No Ramsey, he sucked Amendo, you know. But let me ask you this. Who sucks more? Ramsey or Andre? Both. Let me know who can suck more, you know. Pause if necessary. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you who's going to be in whose head more.
You still mad because I was locking you up? All right, go sleep on that. I ain't trying to hear that after the game.
So you vowed that he wouldn't get in your head. Do you think you managed to get in his head, do you think?
What you think? You tell me. You tell me. Anytime I lined up on him. Yeah, y'all go watch that. Y'all tell me who got in who head. He came up to me after the game. You feel me? Y'all tell me who got in who head.
All right, let me ask y'all, who is coming up to Andre Booth after the game and said, hey, I want to see you, you know. So give me Ramsey, you know, shoot. Ain't no way. Hey, you know what? Mario, you know what? You just hit a good one. you can literally, because I always said this about Ramsey's career on the latter end, just like Rob Woodson, he was forced to go to safety. You can literally do that with Ramsey. You know what? In a pinch, believe it or not, if he can tackle just a little bit better, I think Trayvon Diggs would be a hell of a safety on the latter end of his career. Oh yeah, shoot, yeah, that will work out. That will flat out work out, ladies and gentlemen. On the latter end, say what you want, man. I'm trying to better this team. I think my program will be nice. You get Ramsey, Asante Samuel, Bland. You get Trayvon Diggs back in November or late November. Late November you get, or early December you get Diggs back, right? Don't y'all know what that defense will look like? Shoot. I would go into the draft still drafting the DB, but my focal point would be, can I find me a big nasty to put down inside, right? Next to Osa. They can rotate in under Mozzie and Solomon. You know, I think my deals will be okay. We winning more than with the Law Nation plan, right? We winning more than 8 games. We winning more than 9 games, right? Shoot, you give me run game and you play good sound defense, I'm taking everything away from Dak Prescott. Yeah, I'm taking it away from him. Dak, all I want you to do is play action, throw the ball in the flats. If it's open, you hit it, right? Right, you hit it. CeeDee Lamb, now if we roll coverages his way, it's one-on-ones. I've seen someone say that even if you go grab a Tet, right, what teams would do is they'll put their number 1 DB on Tet and have number 2 DB on Lamb and roll coverage his way. Lamb would eat that stuff up. Lamb would eat that up underneath. Yeah. Shoot. Ramsey's supposed to be a nickel. Can he handle tight ends? Yeah. Matter of fact, Ramsey with 2-way goals, Bland and Diggs, like later on down the line on the outside. That'd be crazy. And the deeper thirds, the lower thirds be all shut down. What you want to do is, when you have pass rush, right, the mental processing of the quarterback, he know he got to get that ball out quick. He know what we try to do is get it below 3 seconds, right? Any DB that's covering for more than 4 seconds is going to be difficult for him to do that, right? But if we can get pass rush going, right, we know Parsons is going to get home. Shh. All I need, if I can get semi-production of what Dante Fowler did with Washington, he had, 10 sacks? If I can get that from him on one side, and if I can get about 6 or 7 sacks from Sam, 4 or 5 sacks from Marshawn Nealon, and we know that Parsons is going to generate anywhere between 13 to 15 sacks along, we winning. We winning. My thing is, my only reservation is the interior. So the interior play, I do know from a philosophy aspect that Matt Eberflus is going to stop the run, but I just don't have no concrete evidence that we will have it from our guys, just being 1,000 with you guys, unless they go get a big fat boy to plug inside. But I truly believe that I'm okay with our linebackers, with Kenneth Walker, Jack Sanborn, that these boys are going to fit that hook spot and fill in the middle, right? If we hold teams under 70 yards a game, if we can get teams to 65 to 70 yards a game, we winning, bro. We winning some crazy games. I'm talking about on the ground, rushing. My goal is to hold teams 60 yards a game, no more than 60. If we can do that, that's a blessing. Yeah. If you said 10.5 sacks, bro, if we can get that from Fowler, not saying we're going to get that, but if we can get a piece of that, shoot, AK hard hitters, so that's why we need Kenneth Grant. I think you can find that, ladies and gentlemen, with a veteran defensive tackle. To whoever draft their interior guy, they're going to release maybe a veteran. It's going to be someone out there. But why is Jalen Ramsey being traded if he could do that, Law? Because Miami is on a firing sale. Shoot, they getting rid of Tyreek Hill, and I think that Tyreek Hill should be dog water now. Shoot, he's with Athlete First, I believe, but Tyreek Hill, he got some things going on, whether it's true or not, with that whole situation. And good players do get traded. You know, asking why the Rams are not Ramsey, but Ramsey's. I'm getting his name mixed up with the Rams. Asking why the Miami Dolphins is willing to trade him is the same reason why Charles Haley got traded. Good players do get traded, by the way. Shoot. But I'm looking for a veteran interior defensive tackle that I know for sure that I don't have to go through any growing pains, right? And that's why I'm saying that, and that's why I'm getting at with that. And speaking of this, just to pull this up, this is trending. This is trending right here with my guy Emmitt Smith. He's talking about the Eagles. I know we get a piece of the Eagles to watch this show all day, every day. Legendary running back Emmitt Smith calls out the Eagles fan base, saying Philly has a long way to go before they catch up to Dallas. You know, now all of a sudden they win 2 Super Bowls and they think that they are the best thing on the planet. And everywhere I go, I hear "Go Birds." I'm sick of hearing "Go Birds," right? I'm always asking, where are they going? You still got a long way to go to catch up with the Cowboys. Come on, baby. And if you don't like Emmitt Smith's message,
shame. Shame. Shame.
come on with it, baby. That's Emmitt freaking Smith. Yes, indeed. Now, if this happened to you, who's at fault? Who's at fault? Look closely. Look closely at this video. Now, if this happened to you, it's not up for you to decide. If you got tape and evidence and things like that, let me tell you who you need to reach out to.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance company. Call Frenkel first.
Gene, Scott, Mark. Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers. Be sure to reach out to all partners. They are located here in the heart of Dallas, where we got a lot of individuals here. And if you don't know your terrain, your area, I guarantee you they do. They're located here with over 100+ years of combined experience. Keep this into your mental mindset, that they will take great care of you, not advantages of you, like those insurance companies. So be sure to reach out to them. If you can't call that number, visit FrenkelFirm.com. They will have their people there with you. Come on with it. Come on, call my line, hit it up. Be prepared.
All participants are muted.
5, 4, 3, 2, and I got Cowboy from 19 of 92 from the 754. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me, bro.
What's up, Law? What's up, Law? What's up, Law?
Not much, man. What you got for me, man, on this beautiful day, bro? Brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. What you got for me?
Yeah, man. How you feel about Ramsey, man? I think that'll be a dang good pick. We pick Ramsey up, and we don't gotta rush our boy back, and we can go from there, man. I mean, how about get up a 3rd round pick, or because you know everybody else when they do trade, they get like 5th round picks, 6th round picks, but you know everybody always try to fleece the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It'd be some type of competition thing. I'm willing to give up my 3rd round pick for Jalen, man.
I would start initially with what we got from like Amari Cooper was a 5th round draft pick. Because if we're going to take on some of the money, then I got to get something back in return, right? So we'd throw them a 5th round draft pick. We would start negotiation there, right?
Right.
A sucker is born every minute, you know, so I'm trying to see if they got some suckers over there in Miami land. So I at least would throw that out there. And if they refuse, then I say, man, I don't have a 4th round draft pick, but I for dog sure got X, Y, and Z things. Maybe I throw in a player, you know. Maybe they need a let me see where we got surpluses at. We got surplus at wide receivers. Maybe they need a Brooks. Maybe they need a Tolbert. Maybe we can sweeten the pot with that and get things moving.
Right. And I love what Emmett talking about, man. All these little Cowboy haters out here keep riding with the Eagles and stuff. Man, y'all need to, like, I'm talking about the fake Cowboy fans or the weak Cowboy fans.
Mm-hmm.
They need to start thinking like that, man. Just because we ain't been in the Super Bowl for damn 30 years, that don't mean you give up on your team. I mean, we the most faithful fan base, you ask me, because we ain't been nowhere in 30 years. So for these Eagles fans talking all this crap, y'all just now being relevant because they've been around over damn near 100 years and they just not winning 2 Super Bowls. So they should keep their damn mouth shut.
Come on.
I'm with him on that.
Yeah, you keep the mouth shut. Yeah. So that'll be my explanation right there, man, for the squeeze in Ramsey, man. You got to sweeten the pot. You got to figure out a way that you can move things around. But yeah, keep fighting for Cowboys love, man, and we'll figure it out down the stretch, man. What else you got?
One more thing about the draft coming up. So let's say we get Ramsey, right? We end up getting Ramsey with one of our picks.
Right.
Now the first round, you know, I think we should either go wide receiver or what else, man? Because
running back.
We get the cornerback, running back, but we get a running back with the 2nd pick, depending on who's there. We get a running back with that. There's plenty of running backs in the draft.
Right.
You got at least about 20 running backs that can go out there and start.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like with the first pick, only some way if it's a miracle without not gonna happen. If Gentry falls, that ain't gonna happen. Or if Amarion there, he should be there at 12, but I think that's kind of rich for 12 for Amarion. I think we should go wide receiver, and I'll keep thinking it's either somewhere between T-Mac or either Golden. So
T-Mac or Golden.
I think we're gonna end up going Golden. One reason because of speed. Because only other person outside of Turbin, only one that we have like that is Turbin. So unless we use him like some type of way. And I think it's more dangerous. We get, even though I like T-Mac, but we get Turbin and we have Golden on that side with that 4.2 speed. Man, that's dangerous. I don't care who you are. You can't stop that. And you got CD, you go on the outside, the inside. Golden and Turbin on the outsides. Come on, man.
My thing is who did the Texans lose to in their championship game?
Kansas City, right?
And the Texans. I'm talking about the Texans. Not the Texans, but the Texans. Who they play, y'all, in the chat? Did they play? Who did the Texans lose to? Was it Ohio? Who did they lose to? Y'all help me out.
You talking about it was Ohio State. It was Ohio State. You talking about college? Okay, college. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Yeah. How was they able to stop Golden? You know, with their 4.29 speed.
They had to double them up, but the question is who was on the other side.
They had Bond. They had who else they had? They had a 4.3. They had a 4.3 running back. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is that I like Golden, and I'm not saying that he's going to walk right into the NFL and be an unstoppable threat. He still got some things that you have to concern yourself with, and you got multiple things that where you're going to place him at with this team because you got too many of the same folks running the same spot. We don't have a definitive true X receiver on this team. Now, Mingo could be that guy. And like I said, I'm not putting Tet in as the automatic placeholder as that X receiver. But the Cowboys better figure out a way to get an X receiver. I just don't like the regime of Jalen Tolbert, CeeDee Lamb, and these things, man. I need to go, even if it's Higgins or Trey Harris, I need for me to have a bigger target on the outside. I like Dante Thornton, but the Cowboys better figure it out to get a true X receiver, bro. And I appreciate you for calling in.
Or listen, what about this sneaky pick? The tight end from Penn State. What if they go that route?
The tight end from who?
I want that.
The tight end from
State.
Who?
Number 44.
From Penn. From Penn. Oh.
Yeah.
I could see the Cowboys using him because he's versatile. He can line up at the Y. He can spring on the outside. He can be that versatile weapon for you, and he can be that person that you can line up as H-back. Hell, I even seen the ball that he can throw the ball. So that's why I can't wait till next week when all of this stuff is said and done and is all over with.
Right.
We don't have to worry about who we can the unknown. We'll know the known of this team, and we can get things going instead of speculation talk. But I appreciate you for calling in, bro.
All right, man. How about them Cowboys haters?
How about them, man? It's Cowboy 92, man. Yeah, Tyler Warren, I do like what he can do and bring to the table. But we do know that tight ends is one of those things where it takes 2 to 3 years to develop. Now, we do have Sam Laporta, who did a great job. The kid also from the Raiders. What's his name? Y'all help me out. Kyle Pitts would be nice if he had a better quarterback. But now he showed us something last season. But a tight end, man, it's a large, steep learning curve because the tight end got to know what the front five is going to do. And they got to know whatever route that the wide receiver is going to do, as well as all of the responsibilities of a running back. So that's a big chunk of a learning curve. Now, if I had Tyler Warren, I wouldn't try to put him in all of those positionings year one. His first year, I would tell him, hey, we're looking at blocking assignments, short area routes. This is what we're going to do. We're going to implement the Y option. Brock Bowers. Appreciate your time, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. But tight ends is a way, whereas that learning curve is so steep, though. It's a hit or miss. I want a wide receiver or a running back because I do know that I'm going to have a certain set of plays that this is all I want you to do, and let's get boogie with it. Let's get busy and all of this stuff. That's how I will approach the situation, ladies and gentlemen. Next caller we have is from the 815, Brandon Ross. You're live on The Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. What you got for me?
Can you hear me loud?
Yeah, I can hear you. He's a little airy in the background, but I can hear you, though.
All right, well, I'm going to go quick because I'm at the gym. But assuming we do everything like
bro, are you on the treadmill, man? Where you at?
Yeah. Let me start right quick.
Yeah, man, I can hear the treadmill treading.
But no, I wanna say this. Assuming we do everything, say we're gonna do like
you in a bad spot.
Oh, can you hear me?
Hey, it's rocky. I can hear you better now, though. Yeah, log on to their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I know. Look, man, I just want to say this. I want to say this. Shout out to Rivalry. She always talking about this. Shout out to the California Nation, my nation. So like that, and look, we're gonna try to get this thing right. If we do, I don't want no more excuses. Jalen Smith walk through that door.
Bro, you gotta have to call back, man. You know, You got to call back, man. It's very, very rocky, bro.
No, I got you. I'm call back.
Yeah, man. Maybe that will be tomorrow because he was the only guy that's waiting in queue over here on the phone line, you know. Sonic needs air. Sonic was, boy, I'm telling y'all. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Call back, dude. He was breaking up real bad on my end. I don't know about y'all, but we'll leave the phone lines open for another 2-3 minutes here, and then we'll shut it down. But he was the last guy that was in the queue. Planet Fitness Wi-Fi, y'all crazy. That boy trying to get the cardio going. Pause if necessary. Yeah. So here's what I got here, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the time to argue with what we got on the team before we get to this team or for this team. This is the time to say to ourselves, how do we win with what we got? Yeah, some of y'all that's watching this, y'all don't have everything in your life, you know, that's provided for you. Right? At grandma and them house, they had the dishwasher, and we still couldn't use the dishwasher. We had to wash them with our own hands. yeah, we had to wash them with our hands. I'm like, Grandma, why we can't use dishwasher? Well, you got hands, and there's some Dawn soap. You better lather some soap together. Don't run my dishwasher, right? But now is not the time to talk bad about grandma. You know what you got to do. You got to wash them dishes with your hands. Yeah. And she used dishwasher, just put the dishes that you wash as the dish rack. I'm like, come on, man. You just run the dishwasher one time for the one time. All right, from the 910, you in. Smoke one. You're live.
Yo, what's up, Law? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great.
Man, you on hot fire today, brother. You on hot fire today, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These dudes don't know what to say today, bro. They all confused. They don't know what. Oh, we should get Ramsey. Oh, we shouldn't get Ramsey. Oh, the Cowboys going to be terrible because they ain't got this and that. We're missing 26 guys. Oh, how about this? Well, this is the best one, brother. We're gonna be third or fourth in the league, right? But we beat the heck out. We beat Washington in Washington with Jalen Daniels and their starters, and we had nobody. Come on,
nobody, baby.
Rush, are you? Come on, listen. Stop listening to these clowns, man. They ain't telling y'all nothing but empty facts. That's exactly what they're telling y'all, bro. I mean, if y'all live up to that, whatever. But, bro, there's no way we're going to be third or fourth in the league. I can't see that. There's no way I can see that, man.
You talking about third or fourth in our division. But here's my thoughts on it, though. You know, whenever I'm looking at the player that we do have a chance to get, it's always Cowboy fans that will say, well, we won't get him. You know, he suck. They talking like we talking from privilege, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you better eat that food that we got for you, man. You better not be talking about this food. You acting like you acting like you got the money over here. You acting like you got everything going over here. Look, we got Andre Booth. I'm trying my best to get rid of Andre Booth without talking bad about Booth. So if Andre Booth sucks, and you saying that Ramsey sucks, who sucks the best? You know, come on with it. Shoot.
And well, when I found out we had got Andrew Booth, I was like, man, listen, I'm about to have a headache, bro. This is not right. I was going to with Andrew Booth, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we had to go through, bro. I mean, but we had to lick our wounds, bro, and keep on going. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Bro, but think about it, Law. I mean, people act like we're picking in like slot 32 or something, bro. We're picking at 12.
12,
That's almost like a premium spot. If you think about it, man.
Yeah.
It's almost like a premium spot. So we're not down in the bottom. We're picking at 12. Get the guy that we need. Running back, wide receiver, or something like that. But I'd rather have a wide receiver and then go running back next. That's what I'd rather do.
Yeah, it just all depends on how the board falls. I understand.
It all depends on how the board falls.
Now I understand the way Mel Kiper and the other kid, they was fighting over that, right? Mm-hmm. Like what he was trying to say is just get the next best available running back, which is Omarion Hampton, right, at 12. And what the other guy was saying that, but he have him ranked like 25, 26 on his board, right? So why would you have the ability? Why would you do all of that? So this is where real GMs get at. Yep. You hold that spot for hostage. There's somebody who's in love with Omarion more than you are, and they want to get to that 12th spot so that nobody else can get them. Then you pick up the phone to say, "Hey, Denver, I'm seeing that you don't have a running back. I got him. Mm-hmm. Now, what will you give me for this spot?" Because if not, I'm taking him, and I'm going to have him and to behold, So that's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Yep. I'm with you on that one, bro. But look, I'm not going to stay on long, man. I just want to say what's up. I want you to have a blessed day. Hope your family's doing good. Yeah. And to everybody in the chat, I'll be back in there in a minute. I took me a pretty big nap. Now I'm back up again, so I'm about to get home.
Get it on, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
It, brother. Have a good day.
All right, you too, fam. Good call from Smoke One for you. I got from the 928. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's up, Law? How's it going, man?
Not much, man. Not much. What you got for me?
I'm going to make this really quick. I'm at work right now.
Okay.
So, I heard about. Okay, for sure. Thanks, man. So I heard about Mark Holmes and his dad passing away, and hopefully, he hears about this or somebody relays it to him. But I send my condolences to him and his family. Mark Holmes is a great guy, and he's helped me get through a lot. The things that you guys do, that just giving us the joy to hear about our Cowboys and giving us news and stuff.
Right.
You guys do a lot more than just giving us news. But Mark Holmes, I used to be a drug addict, and I was going through a lot. And I just remember when I was getting clean, man. You know how Mark Holmes always he'll put up videos all the time. Like every 5 minutes, he's got a video coming up.
Right.
And him putting out those videos, it meant a lot because going through that much of a time, that hard of a time, he's helped me. And I just want to let him know that I'm sorry about your dad, man, but, there's people out here that love you. I love him, and that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Man, you know what? You got the whole community behind you, bro, and you willing to tell the world what you going through or went through, and how someone message and videos help you get to a pathway of being clean is remarkable, man. That is humility with dignity, bro. And that's going to help the next person that listening in to these type of conversations, right? And I'm so glad that you are clean now on your journey, and you don't have to worry about being on drugs and things like that. That touch a lot of people's heart, and it touched my heart as well, bro. And we all praying for you, man, because we all going through stuff, man. We all been down this road before, right?
Yeah.
And we all have vices.
Bro, I have when I was going through that, I only had I had a daughter. I had my oldest. It was like 12 at the time.
Right.
But when shit really hit the fan for me, when I finally got my head out of my ass,
right.
I thank God because now I've been 4 years sober.
Come on with it.
I have three more beautiful babies to add to my family.
You been growing the nation sober.
Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You put the drugs down and put the D in, man. Hey, hey. See, I made you laugh.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. Say no to drugs, man. Yeah. You got 3 beautiful souls, man. Growing the nation, being clean and being sober. That's a major thing, bro. And I really appreciate you, Josh, man, for all of that. But keep going.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much it, bro. I just, every time I come on here, I always want to tell you that, you and everybody else out there, Mark Holmes, you, Boss, everybody, you guys make my day enjoyable hearing your guys' takes on everything. And I don't listen to the 3 or the 4-letter networks anymore.
Come on with it.
I get all my scoops from you guys. So, but I appreciate you, Law. Thank you for all that you do, and Mark Holmes as well, and the whole Cowboys community, bro. So.
Hey, but you know what you got to do before you roll, though, bro. Yeah. Let me hear you say.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Woo! Come on with it, man. Let's go, man. Appreciate you, Josh, man. Yes, indeed. That's a heartfelt message right there from him. That's a dope call, man. You just never know, man. And just in passing, we all going through something. Somebody got a vice right now that they shaking and they moving around. And they don't know what they going to do with their lives. They ain't going to know what they going to do with themselves. And they say, let me just tune into this dude, man, and listen to and see what the fuss is all about. Then you get here and then you listen to what we have, real stories. No way possible ESPN would have been able to listen out and hear out Josh. No way possible. 105.3 The Fan. They was like, oh, we got to cut the commercial break and stuff like that. And I ain't throwing no knives at them. 1310 The Ticket. Or dare I say, who else we can point out? .com, DallasCowboys.com. There's no way they will allow Josh all of their time. We got to cut the commercial break. We got to bring sponsors in. I'm here for y'all. We ain't cutting to no commercial break. We talked about... Man, that really hurt my heart the other day when my dog died. Got hit with the horse foot. I'm telling y'all real true stories, man. Y'all can't get that from no other place but content creators. I see my guy Boss Cowboy Sports in the building. Y'all can't get this stuff from nowhere else, man. So when people calling in, I let them spit their minds, whether or not they crazy as cat hair like JP, you know what I'm saying? He still believes in Trigger Trey Lance, and Joe Milton. But hey, we are family, man. We talk about all type of stuff, man. We got Angie in the chat talking about Wolf Kitty and what the Mandu can do for you. It can eliminate all of the odors. And you click on the information in the description box, and you can go buy your own box. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's what we do, man. We are new media. And with that being said, I got Pastor Tim. I got Big Amish. And I see you from the 562. But let me see if we can get Pastor Tim, you're live on the nation from the 469. What's on your mind?
Yes, sir. That's why you are number one.
I appreciate
the
it,
best
bro.
of the world, man. Nothing but the best.
Oh, man, I appreciate
you. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide with it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I'm looking at this, brother, man. I think we should relax, man, and sit back. Man, and you know what? Sit back and let the Cowboys do their job, man, in this draft, man. It's going to be a smooth draft.
Yeah, going to be a smooth one.
This is what I look at. I look at if we get, let's say if we get Ramsey, and we get Ramsey, and I would say, man, like, Diggs to take his time coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You had to rush him.
Yeah, don't rush him. Like, maybe you sit him out for another week or so. Let him get all the way here, 100%. So when he come back, he could feel 100% strong. So, cause what we did was last year, he came back too soon.
Right.
Then he got re-injured, again. He got hurt again. So we have to learn to stop rushing these injured guys back. And when you rush them back, then when they get injured again, now who we got to play? Who's going to take that spot? So we have to learn to get some backups players on this team, so we can know what pieces we have. Because we get them early, we can know what pieces we have. We can say, okay, I'll pick this guy here, I'll pick this guy there.
Right. Yeah,
man, man, you gotta have the pieces together, man. Because if you do, at least you know what you got and what you have, and I do. Don't get it wrong now. I like the way you make changes on the defense side. You know, we got some offensive linemen, we got some defense, some good defensive guys, linebackers, and things like that. So they could win a job, win the job. That's about competition. See, NFL is a competition.
Right.
It's a competition sport. When you in competition,
come on with
it. You might sport and make a sport. You might say, you know what, let me make a name on myself.
Right.
I'm tired of being on the bench.
Come on with it.
I'm tired of being nobody. I'm tired of nobody can talk about my name. Nobody can send my number. I'm gonna make a change this year. I'm gonna make a sport this year.
Come on with it.
I'm gonna make an impact.
Come on with it. All right.
I'm gonna be a strong warrior this year.
All right.
I'm gonna be a warrior cowboy this year. I'm gonna jump on my horse.
All right.
Put my hat.
Come on with it.
I'm telling you right now, I'm ready to shoot.
Well,
go to war. Cause this season, it's war time.
Come on with it.
It's war time this year.
It's war.
We are war. Let the Cowboys saying,
he's worthy. Yeah.
We are going to war.
Walk with me.
So get ready, everybody. This year, come and see.
Come on.
War time.
It's war time.
Get your Cowboys boots on. Get your Cowboy hat on. Get your Parkway. We are going to war.
Come on, closing, Pastor. Come on with it.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. Come on with it, baby. Yeah. Yes, indeed. It's wartime, and that's Pastor Tim. Come on with it. Man, that's a good call from him. Yes, indeed. He is worthy of the war because at the end of the day, he knows. He knows what he needs, and he knows what needed from you all.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
They understand the cost.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors.
I said close them doors because he helped Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. He had Daniel down in the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Yes, Pastor Tim, put y'all hands together for Pastor Tim. Come on with it, baby. Yeah. Indeed, from the 971, you're live on the nation. Come on with it.
How you doing, family?
I'm doing well, man. What you got for me?
Hey, how old are you?
How old am I? Man, why you want to jump right into this? How old I am, man? I'm older than Jason. I'm older than Jason Witten.
I'm gonna give you a pass from yesterday.
Give me a pass. What you be?
We're gonna give you a pass. Yeah, we're gonna give you a pass. You was kind of out of line yesterday, so I'm gonna let that go.
Why you gonna say I'm out of line? This is my show. You call into my show. Yeah.
You was out of line, family. So
Fam, what you mean? What you mean you gonna give me a pass?
All the name calling and all that.
Man, don't you know you? Now, come on. You know you look like LL Cool J. Well, I'm gonna talk about you. You know you look less like LL Cool J, Dad. What you mean?
Hey, don't have me. Don't have to meet you in Brook now.
Come on, BB. Come on.
I know what Natchez is.
Well, you definitely won't meet me on my turf in my hometown. You know what I'm saying? You know, I run NTZ. That's my town. You know what I'm saying? I come to your town, you know, and I will run through Brookhaven. I'll run through Brookhaven like I did when I was in high school. Come on with it. I will run through there. Come on with it. Shoot. Yeah. I can't wait to go back down to Amite County. That's Amite County. Is y'all still Amite County?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. My name is still on the walls over there. Come on, baby.
Don't worry worry about all that. I'm gonna give you a pass.
That's okay. Guess who gave me the ultimate pass? G-O-D. Everywhere I go, I get that pass. I get grace and mercy. I walk through this plane with grace and mercy. Yeah. He says, enter the throne boldly with grace and mercy. I have zero fear. I have zero fear of anything that's on this planet. You know, that's what I have, yeah.
He told me to shut that down. For right now.
I got a personal, hold on. I got a personal relationship with him. So he would let me know if you spoke to him. Come on with it. Shoot.
He don't like ugly, right?
Well, he made it. So. Yes, indeed. And he made ugly.
I didn't want nothing, family. You want to call and holler at you
I know this good old Mississippi talk. This good old Mississippi talk. But what you got for me today, though, JP?
I ain't want nothing, man.
You ain't want nothing?
You already. No, I ain't want nothing. I just want to tell you, man, God bless, man. Calm it on down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. I know you still have them grits and that catfish waiting for me, though. You know.
Yeah, grits and cornbread.
You give me some cornbred. I want some skillet, some hot skillet, and some hot water cornbread. That's what I want, bro. God bless you. You know, JP gonna call in and gonna try to check me. Think I'm gonna fold up like a wallet or a lawn chair? Shoot. Yes, indeed. You know, at the end of the day, anything with Mississippi, you got to spell it with a L-A-W first. Come on with it, Chew. Come on with it. Yes, indeed. Come on with it. All right, the next caller, I don't think that he's going to give the same levels of threat that this guy gave JP from my hometown. But this is my other brother from another mother. Big Amish, man. You live on the 202. Come on with it.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them? Yeah. Come on with it. How about them?
I want to thank you for the opportunity, number one. And that was a great feel-good story. I think the gentleman's name was Josh. Man, you realize you give voice to the voiceless. You empower the powerless. Law Nation is a nation of misfits, just like that Christmas story, that animated show, the Land of Misfit Toys. Yeah. But man, you really, and that's what makes you special. So you're not just a content creator.
Come on,
you empower people on many levels. And I'm right there with you. So with that said, we'll transition to that's all you. That has nothing to do with me. That's you. That's your blessings.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Now, for the Cowboys, we have to go with Tet. If he's available, I mean, I'm assuming Genty's not there, but if it's Tet and Hampton, the Hampton kid, you got to go with Tet, only because I'm a big believer in TOP. We have to get that.
Yeah.
And if Matthew Golden is there as well, I just, Ted is the impact for the TOP in my mind, because when it's the 3rd and 5, right? I mean, he's the Matthew Golden would be an icing on a cake. We got to get that cake formed first. We got it, and that's what Tech gives you. You're going to get those first downs. You're going to get that TOP because we're going to have a running game, and I'm assuming we're going to pick up another running back like a DJ Giddens, and
I would love DJ Giddens. A birdie told me that they like him too, so. But this is falling around in the mid rounds, and that was that bird told me. So I'm not gonna be like mad and upset if we do get a DJ, but I do like the fact that what he brings to the table, if we do get him, you know. But keep going.
Yeah. No. And then the second round, I don't know if we stay there or trade back. You know who I would like to see is that Walker kid from, I think it's Kentucky, right? You showed him.
Deion Walker.
Yeah. I don't know if he's a second round or third round talent, but if we could move back and get an additional pick, but if you could pick up that kid, he reminds me of the big cat, Leon Lett.
He does.
I'm not saying he's going to be one, but he's like a dancing bear, man. Because we already got those free agents. He'd be a nice piece to have back there and develop, put him in a few plays. Maybe he's more than that. I don't know. But man, he has all the tools.
Yeah, he's going to have to. They're going to have to whoop him into shape, right? as far as his motor, and they're going to have to get him to play with that lower pad level. But with Walker, I think that the upside is high if you can get his mindset together. And here's the thing, though. I'm looking for 15 to maybe 20 snaps with him in the Cowboys uniform as a rotational situation. And he can plug up passing lanes. Oh, yeah. I would like him for a developmental situation. So I'm looking at later third, fourth round for him. But I'm hearing that he may go a little bit sooner. But we know crazy things happen in the draft.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one monkey wrench.
Mm-hmm.
What if Shedeur Sanders is there at 12?
Oh my gosh, there will be. I just want Jerry to do the right thing, you know. But you can hold that. It could be a blessing in disguise because there will be someone that consider him as an elixir for their team, and we'll be like, hey, we might take him. What would you pay to move up to this spot? And I've seen crazier things to happen. Yeah, I've seen crazier things to happen. So I would take it from that aspect if we're going to trade back anyway. Hold that spot for ransom.
It gives a lot of opportunity.
There you go.
And don't forget that, right? And that player acquisition doesn't stop at the draft either.
Yeah.
Right after the draft, teams are going to be cutting players. Then you have June 1st. There's a lot. We're very fluid, so we got to be fluid. GM has to be fluid. Get the best pieces you can during the draft, whatever you can, and then keep getting that talent. Doesn't stop after the draft. So I'll leave you with that, my friend.
No doubt, man. That's big Amish, man. Good call from him. Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
Yow. Come on with it. All right, so what we going to do here?
The conference has been locked.
I'm going to try to get to all of y'all, okay? We got about 3 more folks up in here and 2 more folks. Brandon, you just logged off, so, if you done, you done. But, while y'all waiting from the 562 and the 478, hold tight for me now. Let me see if I can get this going. Because I love to talk about this right quick. Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Grab somebody, start somewhere. Hell, start with Milton. You already tried to take Lance. You fucked that off already.
He got the Milton.
Hey, man, don't even favor LL Cool J. JP, turn on your TV. Come on, man.
You probably was campaigning for Trey last year too, wasn't you? You was probably campaigning for Trey last year.
And I still am.
Hey, your ass look like a motherfucking idiot.
So
you look like a motherfucking fool.
So what? That punk ass Jack done something for you? He's done something for you? Oh, Jack done something for you?
This is pure comedy, dog.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God, that's my Mississippi boy right there. Hey, don't you ever in your life, JP, ever call into my show. In my show, they gave you a 98 on the score, though. By the way, they gave you a 98. The hook was good, the flow was good, the value, and the trend was kind of like a B. So this is what the software gave. But at the end of the day, it's my show.
Trey Lance! You sitting here with you was campaigning for Trey Lance, G.
Hey.
You was campaigning for Trey Lance.
That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
You was campaigning
So
for
now
Trey
what?
Lance.
You gonna ride with Milton now? You gonna ride with Milton
Trey
now?
barely got a job. You didn't learn your lesson, JP.
In closing.
You didn't learn your lesson.
Yeah. Hey, that right there is why we got nothing but love for everybody, man, that calls in, man. Oh my God, man, we saving lives, man. If I never did these type of shows, man, I promise you I'll have Moses' hair right now with gray everywhere. But I got nothing but love for you. D-Lo versus LL Cool J. That got to be LL Cool J.
I got nothing but love for you, baby. Got nothing but love for you, baby.
Yeah. Hey, that's just what it is, man. Hold on. Jeez. Hold on, I'm gonna freeze my face for a second. Hold on. Yo. Oh my gosh, man. Hold on right quick. Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate y'all so much for all that y'all do. Come on with it. Let me see if I can fix this up right quick. Boom, 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 boom. That joker. Hold on. Let me.
Grab somebody, start somewhere. Hell, stop with Milton. You already tried to take Nancy cut off already.
He got the Milton and Trey.
Hey, you look like LL, man. All right, the next call I have is from the 562. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man. What you got for me, bro?
What's going on, Law?
What's going on?
Hey, I think some attack on Cowboys rubbing off on you.
Wait a minute. What you mean?
Man, just a little bit aggressive. That's all.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, excuse me.
In a good way.
Oh, no. In a good way. I think that I always been like this. If you've been following my channel for a long time now. I always been like this now. Huh?
Yeah, this is true.
Let me know. Let me know about. I ain't switching up now. No. I don't want people to think that I'm changing because he's been on my show. But if I'm not mistaken, Aaron, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've always been like this. Have I? Let me know if I'm wrong.
I mean, maybe I missed a few shows that you did turn up on somebody, and I missed it. So who knows?
Oh yeah.
I'm messing around.
Oh no, you good.
What I was gonna say, I think I hear the talk about getting a wide receiver and stuff, but is it possible that if we can get that DB from Texas, the Longhorns, Barron? What's your thoughts on him? If we're able to get him,
you talking about Jahdae Barron?
Yeah.
I do like him.
He's nice.
I do. I do like him, but it's just depending. I like him, but I would love him at the number, like in the second or third round. But I know he won't be there in the third round. But I like him at the 12th, but I would love him at the second round. But I don't think that he'll make it to the second. Just like with Amarion Hampton. Like he won't make it to the 44th spot, right? But he for dog sure be there at 12. So it goes back to your rationale, like would you literally do it this way, whereas do you go ahead and get what you want, knowing that you need that spot anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way that I can look at it from that aspect of it,
Sure. Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, if he's there at 12, or if he's there at the first pick of the second round, I hope we can get him.
Yeah.
But then if we get him, then that means we're getting a running back in the third round. Are you cool with that?
It's just depending on, like, that third round running back. They did bring in Martinez. I do like Jadon Blue. I do like DJ Giddens. I do like a few of those guys. Quinshawn Judkins. I don't think he could fall to the third. I don't know. Travion Henderson, I think that he's more of a second round draft pick. So as you go further down that raceway there, you're going to start picking from a Dylan Sampsons and all of those boys. And would you miss out on what you could have gotten that's a little bit more polished all the way around? Like Tut, Breshad Smith, and all of those boys. I think I said that man's name right. But you're going to miss out on some of the things that you could get. And that's the only thing from there.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I ain't had that much. That's all I wanted to say. Two things. One, I don't know about them locking doors. In the words of Baby Joker, no more locked doors, please.
No locked doors.
No locked doors.
Yeah.
And two, Lakers in 5.
Oh, yeah, come on with it. Lakers in 5, Eric. Come on. Now, that's my team right there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I'm
you.
let you go, Law.
No doubt.
All right.
Oh, Aaron, hold on. You gotta hit. You gotta say it, bro.
I gotta say, my bad. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, baby? Come on with it. Yes, indeed. That's all I'm saying on that. Yeah. But I'm just saying, last year running back class was bad. I feel you, Gerald. Lola said, Law, too nice. I'm always nice, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm always. Here's what I'm gonna say with content creations, and the God honest truth. There's nothing new under the sun with content creations that I haven't tried. Matter of fact, I got a channel that y'all don't even know about. They got 100,000 subscribers, right? A whole nother channel, right? So when y'all think y'all seeing one side of Law, it's a whole different, and Boss Cowboy Sports can contest to this. Like, there's a whole nother Law that y'all don't even know of, right? There's worlds within worlds, right? So you may look at one area of Law Nation and it's a whole different, I was listening in to my guy, I want to say, what's his name? Tip of my tongue. Yeah, Jay Tuck, my guy Jay Tuck. He was on a video and he was saying, yeah, West Coast Cowboy. And I don't never count the numbers, right? And he said, West Coast got more followers than Law Nation. And I wanted to tell him, like, where? Because at the end of the day, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I got a whole Roku app. I'm on a whole app that every month that I look up and they send me numbers, right? I'm on TV basically. So and I got Law Nation 2.0. I do boxing. So I'm not boxed in with this Cowboy stuff. And we got things that we are brewing around Dallas that is in a whole different stratosphere. So when y'all look at content creations, when y'all say, Law, you the Godfather, that's absolutely who I am, So at the end of the day, anything that someone did, like far as graphics overlays and stuff, I did that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the type of person that walks out. Because I was talking to somebody, one of the investors on another deal. They said, why don't you brag? I said, why? Well, I don't need to brag. I don't need to brag. Well, can you show off a little bit? And I was like, no, that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I see a bigger picture on anything that I do, even if it's not germane to the Cowboys, right? There's been deals and offers that I shut down and I didn't compete for, right? There's been times whereas $250,000 was offered to me to sell certain channels. I didn't do it because I'm being real with y'all, So me being real, I don't explain a lot of things. I just do things and then y'all see it and y'all like, damn, how did Law get in this room? If I show y'all what text messages I get while I'm live, it's crazy, dog. But I'm here for the people, right? And I'm following the dream that I said, and I'm walking in my purpose, and I'm pretty much doing what Mama said. You know what I'm saying? So we are always in this mix, and people will think that they don't need Law, but absolutely, I've opened up doors for those who don't even know that I've spoken for. You know what I'm saying? There are people right now that's on national TV because I gave them that opportunity, and I'm not seeking anything in return because that was just my love that I do for things. Law got versatility. That's a skill in itself. Yeah. So big Law, not little Law. Yeah, Lola. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. And Boss Cowboy said Law would slap the shit out of somebody. He ain't lying. But on this call,
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
From the 478, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Yo, Law, what's up, man? 478, Antonio, what's up? What's going on, man?
What's good with you, man? What you got for the show today, man? What you got for me, man?
Hey, man, look, man, keep doing what you do. I think God got a blessing on you, man. And
Yeah, appreciate it.
everybody can't understand the next man blessing. You know.
Come on with it, man.
The thing that you do, man, I'm trying to do. I'm a little fish, man.
Oh, come on with it, bro.
I got me a little YouTube channel, but I love you on there, TikTok and everything, man. I love what you bring.
Yeah.
A lot of people just want to be in your spot, man. That's all. And one thing about you, yeah, you big, but you humble.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you.
People, yeah, look at bro. People don't look at that, and you're not the type to brag about it. You know what I mean? I look at you as a successful businessman, but you but you happy. You don't rub it in nobody's face. And plus you're doing what you love to do. You know what I mean? So keep doing what you do, man. And God bless you, man. I'm gonna continue following you, man. I love what you bring. But I wanted to ask you a question, man. We need us a run stopper.
We do.
Right?
We do.
And I'm looking at this Damon Watson boy. I think his name Watson is Damon Watson from Florida State. The Gator, big boy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Need a wheelbarrow to know.
Yes. Can you imagine? Can you imagine him in that Miller? No, sir, you're not coming in my house. Man. We need that run stopper before we do anything else. We got a lot of running backs. Sometimes the one I know I want Genty too. I want him too, but sometimes there's a diamond in that whole running back class. Okay? Hey, we got enough time to get a running back, but let's get that run stopper, man. Let's clog up that Miller, man. Hey, I'm Cowboys all day and every day, and I live in Georgia.
Come on, man. Well, hey, man. Hey, load up that car. Come see us next week, man. Come drive up. Come drive up to the draft party, man. And let's have some parties, man.
I'm a Cowboy all day. They always ask me here in Georgia, well, you still a Cowboy? I said, you see the hat, right? I said, you see the shirt, right?
Yeah.
I said, it ain't going to change.
Yeah.
Because, look, Lord, I'm going to say this right here. If the Cowboys always tell me, I said, now, we've been down for 30-something years or more, right?
Right. We've been down.
Go down with them. But when I come up and they get that Super Bowl role, give me my respect. That's all.
That's all, man.
That's all I ask. But, man, let's continue to pray for Lacey, the guy, who killed himself. Hey, let's continue to pray. I buried my brother, but 2 weeks ago, like I told you.
Man, condolences, man. Condolences, bro. Yeah.
And it's still on my mind. So family grieving, not only my family, but somebody else's family grieving. Let's just keep them in prayer, man. Keep doing what you do, brother. Don't let nobody stop you. Keep cooking.
Oh, yeah. Because Mama said. Yeah. Mama said keep cooking. Yeah.
Hey, I love watching you, man. You putting up some good food, man. Just keep doing what you do, man. And like I tell you, brother, Cowboy for life. Let's ride.
Let's ride with it, man. Let's go. Yes, indeed. We both say, how about them Cowboys, man? Come on with it.
Hey, well, how about them Cowboys?
How about them? Appreciate you, man. Good caller, man, from the 478. Just letting it straight for us, man. Oh, my goodness, man.
Goodbye.
If y'all only knew. Oh, my God. If y'all only knew. That the ways of this world is crazy. I can see that some people would do anything and everything to get that spotlight. I was listening in when I was at the barbershop last week, and there's the Ray J. Ray J called in to Kai Sinai, how you say that kid's name, show, and begging. A grown man begging to spend a night at another man's house, right? And take showers together because he sees as if though that will make him relevant again. Now, a man in his 40s shouldn't be doing that. I'm just being real with y'all. A man in his 40s shouldn't be doing that. So we are not chasing for things of that nature, right? And I would turn that down left and right. I don't give a dog how much fame that will bring to me, right? I don't give a dog and all of that stuff. What Smooth is doing, Kai Sinat and Sinet or whatever the other guy in the kind of heavy set Drosky type of content. I ain't finna be doing that type of stuff, man. But you made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way. No way, Jose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So look, there's different kinds of contents that's out there that I'm just not going to be doing. Now I'll joke with y'all. Yeah. To a degree, but come on, man, we ain't doing that type of stuff, man. You know. Yeah. How you say that man's name? Kai Sinet. Yeah. He called in and he wanted to join that man. Let me see if I can find it.
Right? So look, pause. Right? So look. So y'all took showers together, right?
No, but we be separated with swimming trunks.
That's what I mean. That's what I don't understand. Like, y'all had sleepovers before, right?
Yeah, but not like that. Like.
Yeah, so no, I didn't mean it like anything. I meant it like how y'all meant it. I want to sleep over too. I want to sleep with y'all niggas too. That's how I meant it.
Come on, man.
All I ask.
Come on, man. Hey, man, they ain't doing this type.
Damn.
What more do you want from me?
I know. That was a lot. But that's what I meant. It's like, if y'all was in the shower, then y'all was in the shower, y'all took a shower together. So I'm like, well, shit, I'll take a shower with them niggas. Like, on the stream, you know what I'm saying? Of course.
Swallowed up.
You know what I mean?
All right, Uncle Ray. Yo, can I call you Unc?
You know what? You can call me Unc, man. I can't, like, the next sleepover, like, if I'm...
Man, how you gonna be in your 40s? I don't know how old Ray J is, but I'm quite sure he's in his 40s. He's in his 40s. And he's asking another grown man, hey, I'm seeing what everybody else doing, you know, Drewski and all of the other fellows, man. Let me go ahead and let me get my my nightcap over there. Man, the thirst is real, man, so y'all ain't gonna get that over here, man. And if y'all ever see me straying that way, just let me know, man. Just let me know. Like, Lord, that's some Ray J stuff right there, man.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, my gosh, man.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, my, man, Ray J, won't you put a camera up at your house and you have the sleepovers, but flip it in a different way, you know what I'm saying? But come on, man, begging another man, can he wish if I had one wish? Hey, they say he was at them damn Diddy parties, though.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Maybe that is Ray J. Is that Ray J?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
But somebody need to call Frenkel and Frenkel. That is wild. Cowboy Nation, I appreciate each and every last one of you all. I got to run, but I just want to tell y'all, express y'all thoughts that at the end of the day, I'm Law Nation. The same person, and my guy, Boss Cowboys Sports, can tell y'all. I think he's still in here somewhere. That the same person that you see here is the same person you see out there, right? And that's just for what it is, Cowboy Nation. For what it is. You know, Josh, you touch a real good spot in my heart. Of being able to express your humility with dignity, of letting people know that you was on drugs and now you are soberly clean and you have 3 beautiful kids by being clean, by the way. That's a noble thing. By listening in to our conversations, although we may not look the same, we may not talk the same. I'm from Mississippi. I mess over words more than anybody on this planet, probably. But y'all can see the heart and the character of the person. Yeah. I, too, was in a terrible situation. Out of the darkness. A couple of years back, my guy, Boss Cowboy Sports, he hit me up and said, hey, Law, just go live, right? That gets all of that off your chest. Just go live, you know. Talk about it, right? But I told none of us different than a Karen Lacey. Some of y'all drove down the street buzz driving, might have hit something. None of us different than the Carmelo kid that stabbed the other kid in the chest. They got the weight of the world being bullied, and he just trying to get secured and warm in the tent. So he pull out a knife and stab another kid. None of us different, because we all been through those ways. I remembered when I was going through a dark time, when I was about 11 or 12, that I wanted to off myself. I knew where my stepdad hid his gun. I went to go retrieve said gun, right? That's gonna help someone. And I put the gun to my head and I pulled the trigger, and the gun jammed, right? In fear that I thought I was on the other side, I threw the gun away. In total tears, I went to my mom and I told her what happened. She gave me an ass whooping that I can still feel to this day. And she says, son, life is gonna life. Either you going into a storm or you coming out of a storm. But taking your life would take that away from all of us. That's a selfish way of thinking. And she whooped my ass some more. She was an old school Delta with them damn Delta paddles. I think I done pledged Delta. I'm the first guy that pledged Delta. She make you pull your pants down and hit you on the backside. Gave me a good old Mississippi butt whooping. She said, let me kill you before you try to kill yourself, you know. She told me that. And I always go back to that moment. I always go back to that time. I always think of those small things that get me here. And what if the gun didn't jam? You guys, even Josh, wouldn't have been able to see the moments and see all of the beautiful things that we were able to create. There would never be a Law Nation Sports here. We wouldn't be talking about the 30 years, 30 seasons, the things that we changed upon everything. I was at this youth mentor meeting. Let me rewind my time on this one. True story. I was at this youth mentor meeting this past weekend. And by the time they got me to go over to be able to talk to the youth, I think I got it somewhere. And let me pull this up. Bear with me. Somebody need to hear this. This is bigger than Cowboys conversation, by the way. This is bigger than what I'm doing. This is bigger than the things that you guys see. And I'm going to try to fast forward. It's unedited, by the way. But you guys see me operating in my purpose. Y'all see me on national TV operating in my purpose. But I'm going to find that part. Yeah. I'll find that part. Hold on. There's the kid that I was able to talk to. There's a kid that I was able to talk to. Hear me out. When I was able to talk to this kid who went through something, much more than what I went through. Here you go. By the time they got me to get up there to speak, we were speaking to the juvenile kids. We were speaking to the kids that had hardship, that the system wrote them off. I hope they don't write back. But by the time they gave me a chance to talk, I didn't talk to the other kids that had good grades, that had honor rolls and stuff. I talked to the kid that seen the juvenile center. And after I talked to one of them, one of the chaperones pulled me to the side and said, Law, I'd never seen that kid glow like the way he's glowing now. But let me tell you about his story. The kid's father was molesting his sibling. And the mother found out. And when the mother found out, the father was embarrassed about the situation. And by him being embarrassed about it, he set the house on fire. Hear me out. He set the house on fire, killing his brother, killing his mother, and then in return, killing himself. But what he did in return, that the kid was able to escape. And he's been in and out of detention centers. He's been toiling with problems and nightmares. He's been living up to crazy expectations on the negative side. And that's why he was in this particular situation. See, a lot of people don't know other people's stories. They only can look at that kid and say, hey, he makes bad decisions. But we are no different. Instead of his father facing the music, he took the easy route out, and one can say the hardest route out. But now that kid is growing up without a father, without a mom, and thinking that the world is up to him to set it on fire now. But when I told him, what do you like to do? What would you see yourself as? And he said, I don't know. And I said, what do you like to do? I'm good with my hands, Law. I like fix things. I thought about getting a trade because I don't see myself in college. And I said, man, you can do whatever you want to do. And it goes back to your mindset, your attitude sets your altitude. But in closing, he can probably be the best trade out there. He could be probably the best electrician out there, the best plumber out there. Somebody just got to tap into his psyche. Somebody got to tap into his mindset. Write this down. And I said it many of times, but that moment was right for me to say it right here. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or the poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besiege and beset, with the help of Almighty, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. If I can just save one, just one, the power of one, I did my job. Come on with it. Yes, indeed. And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, in the words of Prime Time for Your Mind.
Give me my theme music.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. We out. One love. DC for life, not for short. Come on with it. Gotta say it, stand tall. Or not at all and roll those credits.
Flex on down now. Check. No drip this. Tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first
Sidika Charles, $10. Allah, Mama Sidika said, you are only doing what God has given you the ability to do. You continue to be ready when He open up more doors for you. Love you.
Appreciate you today. Come on. Shout out to Mama Charles, baby.
I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. But I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
Come on.
The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom
Long Nation, baby.
I wake up,
Law.
thumb down now, check, no drip this, tell him run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell him run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, tell him run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell him run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys gon' come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. That's what the devil used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain.
Come on with it.
I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name.
Shout out to everybody, man. If we offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Shout out to you, Brandy, Holly, Walker, Wade. Hey, be safe on them trucks. Jason Barnes, and last but not least, Sadiq Charles. Come on, baby.
Tell him run it up, no sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell him run it up.
Always like to leave with a good soft song, cause I be tempered. Yeah. Come on with it. I be tempered. They say I got a real rattlesnake mindset as far as my attitude. I too was one of those juvenile kids, believe it or not. But look how I am at now, where I'm at. I was voted most likely not to succeed. I had to tell y'all that crowbar story one day. And you. What we tell them?
All my ass.
You know it's danger, baby. Come on with it, baby. I be your player too.
Let's go, man.
I follow wherever you go. Whatever you do. Oh yeah, they were big wrong, Pete. They were big wrong about it. Don't let other people's opinions of you become your reality. And another one. Come on with it. Let the street lights hit you. Oh my God. The crowbar story. Can I be your player too? Can't tell that story. I gotta let the statute of limitations go by. Jeez. Come on with it. Don't want to self-incriminate myself. But I'm a changed man. Come on with it.
And they understand the cost. There's 1,000 of you. I say close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the door. Doesn't feel that far. We all gonna leave together. So far. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. If a baby grain can't fly. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date.
Stop, please.
I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws. I wasn't cheap, that's swag. I was looking in her eyes, she's looking in mine. Can't do that no more. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you. So put your 20 away, preachers.
Ain't nobody calling me.
That 20 wasn't for you. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm going to have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see it though. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the, take your phone and stick it on the bucket. Giving is worship.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Giving is worship. Giving is worship. This ain't the time to talk. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy. Oh my goodness. This is an easy miracle. We should be able to raise $40,000 tonight just from y'all giving. That's it.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
That's where the gut.
Sacrifice. Don't give up the fight. Everything will be alright on any given Sunday. Yeah, depend on you. If you win or lose, you know you got to pay some dues.